Welcome to the Universal Monsters Podcast, the show whose continuity is about to get retconned. I'm your host, Jake, author of Devil's League and creator of Hot Quality Content, and with me as always is the creator and host of Scream Archaeology, Kieran Hyde, aka Bruce. How you doing?
Pretty good.
And of course, my other co-host, the creator of Emerald Quill Studios and directing Tour de Force, Xander. How's it going?
Going pretty great. Happy to be here.
Every month, my fine co-hosts and I break down a bunch of Universal Monster news across movies, shows, theme parks, physical media, and anything else regarding these classic monsters. After that, we discuss the topic and the title of the episode. So, you guys ready for some very limited amount of news?
I'm ready.
As always.
Superman came out. That's like the big news, right? Nothing to do with Universal Monsters at all. No connection, not even a little bit. But the first sentence of James Gunn's Superman, which launches a brand new universe, is, and I have it open here, 3 centuries ago, the first superpowered beings known as metahumans appeared on Earth, ushering in a new era of gods and monsters, which I thought was very funny. Basically the quote from Dr. Pretorius that the Dark Universe from Universal tried to take and make their own as well. What do you guys think about... I assume you guys saw Superman?
Oh,
yeah, I saw Superman.
Yeah.
It was great.
Fucking amazing movie.
I just think it's funny because it's the second movie I've seen that uses that line that's trying to start a new universe. And only this time it seems like they're actually going to succeed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's appropriate. There's probably like 1 or 2 DC comics where Batman or Superman fought Frankenstein's monster or Dracula.
Well, I mean, I haven't gotten around to watching it yet, but technically the first DCU project that released was Creature Commandos, which has Frankenstein in it. So
I have only seen Superman once. My friends want to go tomorrow, so I think today I'm going to binge Creature Commandos if I can, because I haven't seen it yet. I considered covering Creature Commandos for this show, but I never got around to watching it, so that idea vanished.
Yeah. So Ian hasn't seen it yet.
Yep.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
It's going to be his favorite movie ever because it has Green Lantern and monkeys.
Oh my god, Ian has not seen it. I've told him, like, dude, like that part, and again, spoilers, it's been out, everyone's seen it, but like where Green Lantern's flipping everyone off with the tanks and stuff, like, I think Ian's going to shit himself. Like, I think that's going to be the highlight of his life when he watches that. I just wanted to cover that as, like, an interesting, like, aside that, like, you're right, Bruce, it's the second massive universe to use that line to kickstart them. Except they already have one filming, so I don't think they're going to fail out the gate with one. No. So...
Yeah, James Gunn did a pretty good job.
Hell yeah.
As
Very
usual.
satisfied with that movie.
As usual.
Yeah, that man just does not miss. He's too good. We're going to move on to the next piece of news here, which is kind of the only like article that I found in relation to these monsters at all. Quentin Tarantino says that the best movie ever is this classic film. Do you guys want to guess what it is?
Is it? I think I know what it is. Should I refrain?
Xander, you want to guess?
I don't know why I want to say Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, because I remember vaguely Bruce mentioning something.
You are close. Quentin Tarantino, from childhood anyway, he's admitting Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein was his
That's
favorite
what I was
film
going to
ever.
say, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
And he basically reasons that, like, it's a movie that somehow did horror and comedy at the same time, both well, and therefore it's, like, perfect. And I see his points. It probably is one of the first horror/comedy movies to do it that well and effectively, to his credit, you know? I can't think of one before 1948 that did it that well. It's definitely one of the best Universal monster movies. I'll put it up there with, like, the top dogs and stuff like that, but maybe I'm just biased in what I want to see from the monster characters, not necessarily being Wilbur and Chick. I don't know. I don't feel the same as Tarantino. How do you guys feel?
It's actually interesting about the whole blend of comedy and horror, because if you really look at all the Universal monster movies, a lot of them aren't a stranger to comedy. Whale did a lot of comedy with Invisible Man and the Frankenstein films. There's little sprinkles of comedy even in the original Dracula, like that one scene where they're like, "Who could have caused this?" And then the maid announces Count Dracula, and everyone turns and looks, and there's Count Dracula.
Yeah.
It's interesting when you really look about it, where the Universal monsters have always technically had a good blend of comedy and horror. They've always just been never strangers to it. So I think it was just a natural thing for Abbott and Costello. I think that one just happened to go more deeper into the comedy part of it, where it's like more goofy.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think this movie works so well because Universal had already like run their franchise into the ground by making just like movies that kind of strayed far and far and far away from how good the first Dracula, the first Frankenstein and Bride were like a long time ago, the first Wolfman, and they just kept making these crossovers lazier and lazier. So the audience was already checked out with these characters. So Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein was like the perfect way to like jumpstart it and like send them off. Whereas had they kept the quality good, you wouldn't need to do like a spoof comedy. You could just keep making them, you know, and they'd still be great.
That's true.
I mean, they didn't just run the monsters into the ground. From my understanding, the Abbott and Costello movies were also not making bank like they had been, which is why they decided to do that crossover.
Yeah, because Abbott and Costello, that was their kind of last ditch, and then it did well, so they're like, okay, we'll do all the other monsters, but they didn't do as well as that original one.
And they basically went, we're going to do like genre crossovers now, and a lot of them are bad. I've seen the one where called Abbott and Costello Go to Mars, where they don't go to Mars, they go to Venus. That movie sucked. Even though I was a kid, I was like, no. But
you're spoiling it. No.
You think that you think Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy is bad? Try watching Abbott and Costello Meet the Killer Boris Karloff.
Bro, don't even mention that name to me. Oh my God.
I've seen the watch along, and I think I saw the last like 3 minutes of it on TV once, and I'm like, oh, that's the twist. The movie's title is a lie.
My brothers in Christ, it was only on the watch along for Monsterthon because Ian insisted, because the title was so funny. He's like, we have to watch this. I'm like, it's not a monster. He's like, we have to. It's like, okay. And it's literally the first one after Meet Frankenstein, and I think it's the worst one. I think it's worse than Meet the Mummy. I think it's easily the worst, unfunniest, most grueling Abbott and Costello movie ever.
God, that one was so... I died inside watching it.
Yeah, because Meet Invisible Man is not that bad of a follow-up to Meet Frankenstein. It's actually kind of funny, but they do just get worse after that. There's only one more piece of news, and it's a bit of personal news here in regards to one of our hosts. I heard from Little Birdie in the chat that you're not picture locked yet, but you're in the process of editing a 45 to 50 minute long version of Cold Embrace, your upcoming Dracula film. And
that is correct.
You were kind enough. I won't spring it on you now. I talked ahead of time before this time, and I was like, "Hey, do you mind sharing just a little clip, little something going on?" And he said that if he has time in the next couple weeks, it'll be a full trailer. If not, it's just a clip. So, audience, discover what it is right now.
Spider spinning his web for the unwary fly. The blood is the life, Mr. Redfield.
Do you remember how many sessions we've had, Ryan?
After all the years we've been together.
What you need is therapy. You keep cycling through the same problems over and over.
You're going crazy, aren't you?
What was he like?
Mysterious. Charming.
Please don't.
He seemed alone like me.
I am Count Dracula. What is the blood, Renfield?
The blood is the lie. 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 The blood is the life. The blood is the lie. 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 The blood is the lie.
We haven't picture locked yet. I am halfway through editing it.
Wow.
Process is taking a little bit longer. Surprise, surprise, because it's 45 minutes to an hour. But it's going pretty good. Like I said, I've done all the dailies, so now it's just been a more going through like the just the little details here and there. We are production locked. We wrapped up production, I believe, a couple days ago. Last week was when we did our final shoot night. A few stats. We did 26 days of shooting over a period of 6 months. Now, this was the only planned shot list of about 232 different shots. Now, some of them were duplicates of the same frame or anything, and quite honestly, you could probably tack on at least 50 more shots after production and stuff, but that's how many we were. And a lot of them were in my mother's living room, and it was quite grueling because by the end of it, nobody wanted to go back there. They were tired of it as hell.
Understand, that's quite the journey.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun, a lot of different things, and well, overall, I'm really happy with what we've shot, and I hope everyone will enjoy it, and yeah. So I don't know if...
It doesn't really matter what you do. I think I'm just gonna enjoy it regardless because I've heard so much about it. I'm all hyped now.
Yeah.
You've set my expectations too high, Xander. If you don't deliver me a movie as good as The Matrix, then it's like, well, disappointment, terrible. How dare you?
I mean, I am a little nervous because you did say Dracula is your favorite monster, so I'm hoping that my vampire lives up to your expectations of what a vampire should be.
Sure. I will be nothing but honest and very probably happy, honestly. You're right. With all that down, we are zooming directly into the title topic here, which is, of course, we're going to talk about the Universal Monster posters. Now, Xander did the honor and justice of dropping not just one for each movie, but like 3 or 4 for each of the classic movies here. I was going to do it in order of release date, but you did it in order of stream of consciousness, which is almost release date. You're close. So.
I tried. So a couple things. I tried one to get at least 3 different posters for each one. Some of these were a little hard though because I could not find anything. And then there was also the toughness of like trying to decipher what's original posters from when they released and like what's people making new ones and stuff like that. Because some people have made fan posters that try to emulate the OG style of posters back then. So that was a little tough. And
yeah, you got to parse through all that, yeah.
Yeah, and by the time I finished gathering them, I was forgetting the release order. I was just like kind of mentally in my head, kind of remembering. I'm like, okay, this one came out, and then that one, and then at some point I was just like, fuck it, I'll just go in order of Monster.
I think I might just do that because I have the list open of release date anyway, so we'll just do that. We'll start right with the film that's almost fucking fair use with how old it is. It's Dracula 1931. Here we go. So we got 3 posters here. I'll put them all in the video for context. A problem that still persists today with a lot of posters is the floating head syndrome because marketers are like, oh, we got a big named actor and we want to sell it based off the actor, so we're going to make their head as giant as possible. So I see that is the case with the first Dracula poster here. I think my favorite is probably the third one, the one where he's like torturing Renfield almost. I really appreciate that one.
I actually love the middle one. Something about that like bright orange background and then the whole like Dracula holding Mina's neck and stuff. I don't know. It's just very striking. It really like grabs you, and I don't know. It's just very interesting. I love the way like Dracula's name kind of goes across his cape.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think it. I don't know. It has a really good like style to it.
You know what? That's easily the second best one because I think. Like, I love the title logo of the first one and how it pops up, and Renfield 100 years later emulated that. But it is just so simple. It's just a dude's face, Like, let's say you're in 1931 and you don't know or care about Dracula, and you see this poster, you're like, great, and then you keep walking. You don't care.
It's iconic, but it's also just boring, in my opinion. I don't know.
Just visually, yeah. And Frankenstein will have a very similar problem.
But I don't mind the head. It's just weird how like the rest of the poster is just, it's seeming like they just did random brushstrokes.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could have done like an image from the movie or some like castle or art design. That's why I like the second one too.
Yeah, I like that one. There was one that I didn't include because it's technically the re-release poster, but it's one where he goes like this and there's spider webs all over. And
I know.
And that one looks really cool.
Yeah.
Frankenstein. Jumping right on to the next one. He's got some pretty killer posters here. Okay, I thumbed through them. I take back what I said. So this movie's amazing.
This one was kind of hard to find posters for.
It's not really your fault because it's not like they have like the most unbelievable art design back in the day.
Yeah.
They usually have just a painting of an actor's face, and that's pretty much it. So we got 3 posters here. I'll be honest, guys. If I had to pick one as my favorite, I'd pick the third one because it's got the most going on.
Okay.
But these are so like the word Frankenstein with actors' heads and almost nothing else. Like I've just now noticed the windmill on the first one. Like I've been looking at this post for like a good 10-15 seconds, and that just came to me. So like the fact that it's like so like barely even there is like, I don't know. It should have popped out more.
The thing I find hilarious about the first one is that they're using an image of an early version of the makeup that's not in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, are they? Yeah.
I'm paying attention now that you've said that, and you're so right.
Yeah, he's got the two ridges on the sides of his head with the clamps on them, which I've seen the picture of that makeup before. And I guess they were making marketing material before they settled on the final one.
Mm-hmm.
Or they just went, let's just use whatever picture we have.
I actually really, really love the middle poster, the one where it's warning the monster's loose and like it's red and stuff. I know it's a head, I know it's floating, but I think that black and white is very striking. It grabs your attention, and I'm a big fan of two-tone colored posters. And something with that red and the warning monsters on the loose kind of name there with the kind of blood dripping off the name Frankenstein. I don't know. It brings a lot of intrigue and kind of like horror, really. It just screams that. And I don't know. I really like, it's scary. I like it.
I think it's sufficiently creepy. Absolutely. I don't know if this is as red as they could get, but it's definitely like orange, which is not really the color of blood. But
this could also just be the grab that I literally went on Google Images.
Or it could have faded over the years.
Over the 100 years, yeah.
I like the second one the most too. I think it's simple, but it's kind of like what Dracula tried to do, but it works a little better.
Yeah. I think the warning the monster is loose really sells it home for me. It adds just that little bit of like, what kind of thing.
I gotta be honest, guys, this is the least favorite one so far, even including the Draculas. It's like that poster for Thor where it's just his face. It's got the God of Thunder, or the Jason Bourne poster where it's like, you will know his name, and it's just a picture of them just looking kind of sad. This is exactly what that is 100 years ago.
At least it's not grayscale like the Jason Bourne poster.
Right. It's very close though. It's got orange instead of gray. But look, I thought it's just so simplistic. It tells you almost nothing about the movie. And like you really have to have read the book to like, be like, oh, interesting, they're doing a Frankenstein movie, but like otherwise it's just a creepy dude's face. And it's creepy, but it's just is nothing happening for me. The third one,
fair enough.
I like the woman bent over the bed there. I think it implies a little interesting things to come here, but aside from that, even that's got a lot of problems. It's just heads. I like the title though. I like how it swoops up and goes out.
It's cool. I like how it says the man who made a monster.
Yes. Back when the title referred to the guy and not the actual monster.
Yeah.
It is not true of the sequels.
Boris Karloff gets top billing, and then it's Colin Clive, because in the credits they keep Boris's name a secret until the very end. And
movie marketing, I think, still to this day is just so weird with like actors having certain deals. Like there was this one, I forget what the movie was. It wasn't a Universal Monster movie, but like there were two lead actors and they both had in their contracts that they had to be first. So they had one actor's name at the top and one actor's name at like the far right of the top right, or the left, I guess. And so it was first top down and first left to right. So they both got satisfied with their contracts. It's a weird world we live in. The next film up here is The Mummy. And already the quality of the posters just goes for me. Like I'm in it.
Oh yeah. These ones are great.
I'm going to start off and just say my favorite, and I might be biased because this is the one I know the most, but the last one is just awesome.
It comes
it's
so
good.
I don't know. I mean, you've seen it in some earlier podcasts, but on the door of my bedroom, here, I'll open it up really quick.
Hell yeah!
I've got a 3-dimensional sculpture of it. I've shown it to you guys before.
No, Xander's adventuring. Oh my god, that's so dope. That's so fucking cool.
Yeah, I found one of those at like a shop. And I was like, I gotta toss it up on my bedroom door. It looks awesome.
Absolutely. So this poster is easily the best one. Not easily even, because there's some competition here.
Yeah, they're all good.
About them in order. Yeah, they're all good. The first one I think is my least favorite because I don't like how it's clearly combining like a Polaroid photograph with movie, like a still frame from the movie, and then also a painting, and they're like different art styles, like they're cropped out of each other. I feel like there's no like consistency with it, and it's just, I don't know, like even the guy on the bottom left here, his skin is so dark, like with the shadows, and then his head is like pure white, and I'm just like, it visually doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm not jiving with this poster.
I'm kind of here for it. It's got this like weird, I don't even know what to call it, like that kind of 90s coloring, which is weird to say because obviously this was 40s, but
30s.
I don't know, 30s, right? I don't know. I like it. It's weird. I don't know. It just
is very
to
weird.
Me.
It feels like a nightmare. Like this is what I envision in my mind if I'm having a nightmare.
It's interesting to me that they try and sell the movie. They put the Nubian servant on there twice. Yeah. It's interesting considering he has. I don't think he has a single line in the movie.
He doesn't.
Oh my god, you're so right. The art design with this is just weird. All you're showing of the mummy is just the head, which is creepy, but like, you know, it doesn't compare to that last poster.
It's definitely the lowest on the tier for me. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. The second poster I think is fucking heat. It's awesome. I love the title text at the top, like the tagline, and how it gets smaller as you go down into, as if it's like going into the like cauldron that he's got going on.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about like the Polaroid photo of Karloff with just, it's like literally like cropped with like a border and everything.
It's a choice. It's a choice.
Aside from that aspect, if that aspect were better, this whole poster would probably be my favorite.
That's true. Yeah,
I love the black. You know,
I love that
pops.
Buried alive, brought to life again 3,721 years later. But I think the standout part is that drawing of Anaxunamun. It goes really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in fact, it would be, the only problem with it is that they don't have an actual drawing of Imhotep. It's just they took a still photo and went like they put a filter over it.
That's just it. It's like my one criticism of the poster is, and it's a big part of the poster. It's like a quarter of the poster.
Yeah.
But I just love the title design, and even Karloff's name. It pops on the black with this like really high contrast. So it's just, as soon as you just glance at it, it jumps out. He was the first thing. I thought that was really cool.
I just fucking love this third one where it's just, you got again those bright oranges and that like blue tone on his like mummy face, and just big letters. It comes to life. I love this one. This is my favorite. It's so striking and so cool.
The third one is pretty great. The only criticism, it's just a minor nitpick. 3 useless floating heads at the bottom. Don't really tell you anything about the movie. But the entire top 2/3 is like beautiful.
Also, they put 3 floating heads together of characters who never share screen time.
Oh my god, they don't. No, wait. No. The left guy, that's the love interest, right?
Yeah, well, 2 of them do, but the third one is not in any scenes with them. He's just at the beginning.
Right, yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, the Universal monster film problem. Even with normal humans, they couldn't do it right.
I don't know.
I'll just cry.
I kind of like it because I like how they're all like, oh god, it's a mummy kind of thing. I don't know, it's fun.
Yeah, but they're all looking different. Like, he's looking at the letter M, she's looking out of frame, and then he's looking at the word the, and none of them are looking at the fucking mummy. So it's weird for me.
Yeah. An interesting note, though, is that we're going to see this trend a lot where there's some posters that are just like weirdly very elongated. And I think this is because
lobby cards and stuff. Not like, what are they called? Where you insert them?
Well, I think that, but I also believe that we hadn't reached the point where there was a standardized poster size yet, because I learned this when I was looking up the standardized poster, because I have some official movie posters for like Alien Romulus and stuff, is that at some point, I can't remember the year, but they eventually were like, okay, this is the size poster everyone has to use, and they standardized it. And so I think this is before that happened, so they're like, yeah, let's just get fucking long in this.
Hell yeah. So overall, mummy posters, as a whole, the mummy posters are the best ones so far.
Yeah.
We'll see how it stacks up with something like The Invisible Man, which is the next one up. I'll just briefly say that the first one's in French.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I believe the American poster has the exact same thing. They just changed the words. So
I gotta say that another side note is that there were a lot when I was grabbing these posters, a lot of like other posters that were in like French or Spanish and stuff. I tried my best to avoid grabbing those just because I don't know, I just wanted to like stick with American. But there's a couple that I grabbed anyway just because they were really cool or interesting in this case, and this was one of them that I that I broke that feature. Also, just because like I could barely find any other Invisible Man ones, so I was like, okay.
I think I think the French one is easily the funniest.
Yeah, well, I think that's why I grabbed it, because it's like you got the scene where the captain is getting like strangled, and you see the little outline, and then you just have the Invisible Man in his smoking jacket right behind him, like, haha.
I think it's funny because it implies that the Invisible Man is not the dude in the robe. That like there's two villains of the film.
Exactly.
The outline is just funny in and of itself, because it's like, how do we convey that he's invisible on the poster?
Exactly. Like, audience isn't going to understand this, so we have to draw him out.
The original Darth Vader Palpatine.
I will say my favorite is the middle one.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I mean, that one's classic. That one's the classic one. It's also
right, that's the one everyone thinks of, yeah.
There's also this weird trend of giving the Invisible Man laser eyes. I was
going to say that next.
Yes, I was too.
But I love that original poster, the middle one. I love the way the title is written, and like the way the eyes went out. When we did Unseen Obsession, the lead actor, Tyler, he remade this using a bunch of screenshots and stuff. But
the bottom right of the poster with the man and the woman, if you take them out and focus on the scientist where the smoke becomes the dude's head, it's a perfect poster.
Oh yeah,
so
that
for me,
looks so
I
cool.
think they're wasted like real estate on this poster, but they're probably marketable at the time. You got to get Gloria Stewart, you know. So
well,
like,
she's
I
gonna
get
be she's gonna be in a Best Picture winner 60 years from now.
Yeah, we gotta up her up, you know. I mean,
exactly.
I like it all. I love when posters do like a smoke effect to make something else. I think that's really cool. I find it hilarious that they just have Kemp kind of like staring at her. He's just like
he's leaning
Hello.
so far over, like yeah. So I must investigate the situation of your hatch.
Now, here's the thing I find funny is that now if you don't know anything about the story, you just see this poster. Does the poster not imply that the scientist guy is the Invisible Man?
Yes. I think it implies that the scientist guy created the Invisible Man, like created the formula or something.
But not created a serum. He created like an actual ghost that flies out of the tube.
Well, I mean, he is Clarence from It's a Wonderful Life. So there's something I want to point out about the third one. This must be a re-release poster, because that Invisible Man at the bottom, that is not Claude Rains.
Shit,
that is Vincent. That is Vincent Price's Invisible Man.
It's out of the running.
Out of the running, get it out of here.
Running.
So the only viable options are the first two, easily the second one. The French poster, even though French aside, it's a weird thing to say. French aside, the poster is just goofy, and it implies that it's like a comedy, which some of the Invisible Man's movies became.
I mean, they'd surrender anyways.
Moving on here, we have The Bride of Frankenstein, and I'm going to start briefly and pass it off to you guys. A big thing with me, I hate floating head posters. These are two of the best posters to do the floating heads in the series. I think that first one especially is like, yeah, it's floating heads and titles and nothing else, but what they do with it is so cool and visually creative. I love the first one.
First one is currently my phone background.
Ooh,
so.
Nice.
Yeah, now we're talking. The second one, they went a little overboard with the hair being...
Yeah, I don't know what that obsession is with making... Because when I was looking, a lot of like fan people use that hair. Like there was one where it was like just the floating head of the bride, and like her hair jutted out. I'm just like, what is this obsession?
Yep.
I actually really like the second one. Not just because it was the VHS cover I used to own. I think it's just really, really evocative.
I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I think the bride posters are kind of mid in my opinion. In the second one, I love the warning, the monster demands a mate. I think that's really interesting how they do that. And like, yeah, the first one's pretty iconic with just like you were saying, Jake, like it is striking, but I don't know. It's just kind of like not a lot's going on. I don't know. I know I've like said I really like those weird kind of looks for that first one, but it's just not doing anything for me.
I will say in the first poster, I like that they're separated by the lightning, which I don't know if it's intentional, but it does imply what happens at the ending.
Oh, yeah.
Also, both these posters, especially the second one, make the bride out to be more important than she is.
I know, right?
The next one we're doing is, well, Werewolf of London, Xander did not put in the chat, so I guess we'll just breeze directly by it. It's fine. It's floating heads anyway. Dracula's Daughter is the actual next one.
Let me find
we got
it in here.
3 good posters here. I'm thumbing through them now.
Oh, they're good.
I'll say this. I like all 3. This is unusual. I like all 3.
Yeah. I like the second one the most. That one's cool.
Biggest thing that you notice is that they really wanted to focus on her eyes.
Well, that's true to the movie because they do that a lot there.
Yeah, the middle one's obviously the most known one. It goes hard, you know. I mean, not a floating head, floating pair of eyes, which I think looks cool.
That's a weak tagline.
Yeah, that's a little too mid, but that's okay. We'll just crop that out. Boom.
Look out, she'll get you. It's pretty corny. So let's start with the first one. Love it.
Love it.
Big red bat.
I know.
So this is an example of the red I wanted with that second Frankenstein poster. Like, this is a vibrant blood red, and it jumps out at you. It gives you that weird feeling. Very corny as well.
I love that. No, I like that tagline. That's that weird, like, odd Universal Monster kind of tagline. I like it.
It feels like a line from, like, Clueless, you know, where it's like, she gives you that weird feeling, guys.
It feels like it's supposed to be like an innuendo.
You know, a lot of this movie is an innuendo.
In my head, I've always read it as she gives you that weird feeling. I don't know why, but I like it.
And then you skip to that third poster, and it's also "Look out, she'll get you." But "you" is emphasized, which means "Look out, she'll get you."
You.
One thing I'm noticing is interesting about these posters is that the dude is credited over her, and I've seen him in maybe one other movie.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's also not in nearly as much of the movie as her anyway.
Well, he's technically the protagonist.
Edward Van Sloan is way down there.
Yeah, I like how the last one and the first one both spoil that she dies.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be like if, like, the Endgame poster had Iron Man with the stone snapping.
Yeah.
Like, that's that level of spoiler. Like,
there we
you
go.
can't just put that on the post. Now that I can't change how I see this poster now.
Yeah.
That's that's, like, crucial.
and it's really funny on the third one that, like, her assistant is wearing a hat and is creeping in the background.
No. That's I think that's freaking. Is that meant to be Van Helsing?
Oh, that's supposed to be the opening. Opening.
Yeah.
He's got big eyes to be Van Helsing, so they drew his eyes on.
For some reason, they drew Dracula to look more like Count Orlok.
Yeah.
Like Max Shrek over here.
Well, to be fair, the dummy in the movie looks nothing like Lugosi, despite the fact they paid him for it.
Fair enough.
Right, exactly. This is the formative era of actors' likeness laws. Lugosi Jr. was the one who was just like, actors are going to be able to decide if they're in a thing if they're not actually in it.
We got it wrong, actually. It's not Van Helsing, remember? It's Von Helsing.
Von Helsing.
Of
That's
course.
right. That's right. Because, it has to be a sequel or something. You do have the assistant girl. She's in the top left. I actually really love this floating head. I like the way that she's looking and the way the hands are. I don't know. It's got that kind of eerie, weird feeling that I keep talking about that I like in these posters.
The title font is cool.
Yeah, definitely really cool.
I think overall, I think Mummy has the best collection of posters. I think Dracula's Daughter has the second overall quality poster.
Yes.
I think I actually like Daughters more than Mummies personally.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just in terms of like I like all 3. There's like really not much nothing really I can like say that I definitively am complaining about with all 3 of them. Whereas like with Mummy we had the Polaroid and stuff, but
Yeah, the second one's a great example of like just a head and title, but it's done so creatively, and I love how it's just the eyes, and it's just really effective for me.
Exactly.
The next one up is Son of Frankenstein. Now, I'm thumbing through them now. I've looked at them earlier, but this is just my refresher course here. Not the best overall.
Yeah,
kind of. I like the second one, but
they're okay. They're okay. Like, they're not great.
The second one is creative. I'll at least say that.
The second one has the cool motif of the reflection.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I like the second one's idea, but it also implies that Frankenstein and I'm just gonna say it, presumably Wolfman, if you're not educated enough in the theaters in the 30s, like, oh my god, what are they doing together? This is predating them actually meeting. But anyway, it's got Frankenstein and Igor just literally like about to kiss, like 1 inch. Which, why is Basil Rathbone like, I'm gonna investigate this situation? It begs a lot of questions.
It also implies that Rathbone is the villain, the way he's looming over his wife.
I know.
It does. She's like, oh no.
Really, yeah.
But he's like smiling, like, don't worry, guys, I am the villain. It'll be all well and good. I'm done. First one, trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great.
Don't like
weird,
it.
Bro's hitting that weird pose. Karloff's hitting that. Bam. I don't know why he stands up like that. But.
He's even on there twice, which just it doesn't visually make any sense.
Yeah.
And the third one, I think the third one's interesting. I like the design of the background.
Yeah, I think I like the third one the best. The floating head looks kind of cool, but I like the kind of juxtapose of like you got the family down there, and then not that family, but you got the heads down there, and then the experiment.
At least they're actually looking at the monster in fear and not like off to the side. Oh, I guess the fucking general guy. What's his name? The fucking Lionel Atwell.
It's Inspector Krogh.
Inspector Krogh. Yeah, he's looking off to space, but like everyone else is actually looking at the monster.
Yeah.
My thing with this, I think if it was just the monster in the middle and that painted background, it would be perfect. But I think putting like still photos in there, I think kind of wrecks the visual look of it.
Although I do like the I like the castle with the trees.
Yeah, it looks
bottom
cool.
right. I think that's more appropriate for a Frankenstein poster.
Yes, the painted background is great. It's just those two, like the two corners where it's like, oh, here's photos. Like I think that kind of ruins the aesthetic.
That's a common theme actually, and these like it's like one of those tropes in those old posters where like they'll do like an interesting art background and then they'll just paste Polaroids or still images from the film in there.
Yeah, it's interesting, and I agree with everything you say, Bruce. But for some reason, it's just so visually interesting. I don't know how the fuck they did that. Final side note, I love that for the top side you just see Igor going ah.
Yeah, that's pretty. If they're gonna put a Polaroid photo, it should just be that. Actually, just zoom in on that and make that like a bigger moment. That's
exactly.
Pretty great. But yeah, so moving right on because there's not a whole lot to talk about that movie. The next film up is The Invisible Man Returns. Let me scroll down to those.
Hell yeah!
Scroll up to those actually. The second one is outlandish.
I love
crazy poster.
I added it specifically because I tried to avoid the like rectangular ones and more like traditional, but I couldn't pass up showing off the fucking getting a Glock shoved in his face and going, what the fuck?
The second one is a lobby card. I should point that out, but it's marketing for the film, so it's fine. That's just a crazy image right there. But as far as the actual posters, like the other two, well, the first one is like the most iconic for this movie.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty plain. It's just people hanging out, and the top is a different Invisible Man than the one we've seen, and that's it.
Yeah, but the way he's going like this, I don't know, man. And the title, the font, I don't know. I like it. It's cool.
I like the title. I like the font.
Everyone's looking in different directions.
Yeah, this guy's looking at you, and then like the dude in the bottom with the hat is like, it's interesting fucking title cards. And the scientist is like, I'm gonna do something unrelated over here. And then this dude with the mustache is like, holy shit, these names. And the woman is like, the woman's bigger than the guy. It's everything about this is chaos. It's just not vibing for me. Nothing works.
It's almost like it's trying to be like that one really good Invisible Man poster, but not as good.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah. Where like that initial poster they had for that, which isn't even the best poster ever or anything, but like this is trying to be that, and it's not as good.
Yeah.
Third one. Creative. I'll say that.
I actually really like the third one the more I look at it.
They still do the outline thing the French poster did.
Oh yeah, they do. Couple notable things. I like that the two heads are the Invisible Man and then his girlfriend, because they do have a really strong relationship in that film. and I like how they're side by side. I love the guy being Hun in the top left. That is really spooky and cool. And I like that bright red on it. I don't know, it's that kind of weird colorization that I keep talking about that really just hits it. And then, we have our main antagonist hitting this weird, like, which is probably because he's, like, hanging on to something, but they photoshopped it. I don't know why I'm saying Photoshop, but they cut him out. And then, I don't know, I actually really like the action scene we got here of the mill towards the end there. I'm digging this poster. The more I like it, I love it. They hear him, they feel him, but they can't stop it.
I like the tagline too. It's in terms of the taglines being super corny. Usually, this is actually pretty. Like, they hear him, they feel him, but they can't stop him.
These are the most kind of forgettable posters to me. Like, they're fine, but they're not anything like I'm going to talk about.
Just one last point. The third poster, top left. Did that guy hang himself?
No. In the film, he's one of the guys that like was helping fuck over the mill or something, and so the Invisible Man is like, he's just like getting really angry, so he just like decides to like fucking torture this guy. He hangs him at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will say this, I remember specifically what happens in the Frankenstein movies and the Dracula movies. Like, I can tell you all about Ghost, but Invisible Man movies, all the sequels really blur together for me because they kind of use the same kind of conventions over and over, and it's hard to tell them apart sometimes.
I love Returns, so I really enjoy a lot of what Returns
Returns
has,
is pretty good. It's not great.
Yeah. But yeah, to rank them, third one the best, although that second one is just hilarious with just
really out there.
The what the fuck kind of thing. And then yeah, third. So
sure,
I like them all personally.
Favorite. I'm not going to count the gun one. It's a lobby card and it's really funny.
Yeah.
I'll just say the third one is got the most going on with it, and I don't really like the first one. So
the third one is the best kind of by default.
The next one after Returns is The Mummy's Hand. Now I got to scroll those mummy movies.
We only have one.
Only have one this time.
I tried to find more. This was all that was popping up, and to be honest, I didn't care to do that much research because I hate Hand. So
hard to talk about it without talking about the quality of the movie, but I will say I do enjoy the poster. I think it's really cool.
You know what? I must admit it is a really good poster. Very striking. You got
if
the
I were to criticize it, I would say the bottom half being that bright green doesn't really work for me.
Yeah,
I don't know why it's like cut off there. But I like the idea of the mummy holding the woman and just like about to do some evil shit. And then you got Palpatine in the top left.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you got Palpatine going, do it.
Which is actually weird because this might be a re-release poster because that's the guy, that's the, the dude who ends up like pretending to be a professor, but then he ends up being like a servant. And that's from the sequels when he ends up being an old man because he survived his wounds. So this might actually be a re-release poster. But I don't know.
That's a good point. There just wasn't a poster when it came out. They're just like, come see it, you fuckers.
Yeah.
Advertise.
Yeah.
Just see the hand.
See it. See the hand, man. That's the tagline. See the hand. In theaters soon.
Off to the hand.
Yeah. All right. Ain't much to talk about here. Invisible Woman. Where is this one?
Oh, shit. I didn't grab that one. My
you
bad.
You bastard. All right, well, I'm going to click on Wikipedia and go to the first one and put that in the video. Terrible poster. Wow.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. It's bad.
It's, again, outline thing isn't actually what the movie looks like. Although this one is actually what the movie looks like. They put the drawings in there, don't they?
They outlined her like once, I believe.
That's still enough to not be good.
And I'm still not sure if that was intentional or if it was just a shit effect. Who even is that woman in the top corner?
Is that her? I think it's implying that it's her.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah,
that's her.
That's her.
Yeah.
That's Virginia Bruce. Yep. Has to be.
But I forgot the movie even existed.
Xander, I'm sorry you're gonna be so checked out for this, but the next one's this fucking movie called The Wolfman.
Oh, god damn it!
I know. So sorry to disappoint.
Fucking.
So I just want to say,
everything.
I want to say, there is one that's not in here that's really funny. It's a lobby card, but it shows the Wolfman as like full frontal naked, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, I was gonna grab that one, but I ended up grabbing the other version of that one, which is the second one. So
decent Wolfman posters here.
Third one's a lobby card technically, but it is interesting. So
the fourth one's definitely a lobby card. It's a horizontal.
So I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. As the resident Wolfman fanboy, best movie of all time and stuff, while the OG head poster has grown on me over the years, I've always found the OG original Wolfman posters to be kind of weak in terms of everything, even though some of them look kind of cool.
Agree.
I don't know. Yeah.
I think there's a lot about a Wolfman character that you could be showcasing in a movie, and most of it is just real big eyes and Wolfman looking kind of like almost like scared. Why is he scared?
Yeah.
He should be the one scaring.
Most of these posters, the woman on them is not Gwen.
I hate to say it that the posters are very weak. Like in terms of like if I was like ranking all the monsters, this is pretty low. Some fan posters go really hard though.
Number 3 is the classic poster. Fucking, it's got the whole cast, and then Evelyn Ankers is like the smallest and like least important one. She's the love interest. She's like the second lead besides maybe Claude Rains.
Well, you got Claude Rains as top billing, and then Lon Chaney's in the very bottom there as.
I like that though, because it's like a big like, and this is our guy, you know.
Yes, he got the and credit, which is actually more prestigious.
Yeah, and credit's a big deal. But the one right before the end credit is notoriously the least important one in marketing because you're not starting or ending with it, and it's not in the middle.
Okay. The head poster has grown on me over the years. I mean, it's kind of had to. I've looked at it for so long, but it's still not my favorite. Some fan posters go so hard, though. Oh my god.
The first one, what's up with Murder by a Maniac?
I actually find this, I don't know, I just like came across this one, but I kind of find it interesting. I do like the Murder by a Maniac.
Why is there a sword, though? Like a claymore? Like,
yeah.
I don't know, man.
Is this like a weird like English poster or something?
I don't know where it came from, but it looked cool when I was like,
but
yeah,
like,
sure, why
does that
not?
mean that like a Japanese poster would have like ninjas on it? Like, I don't know. It doesn't even correlate anyway. Like,
there was a whole thing in the 60s where all of like the German posters for Godzilla movies would reference Frankenstein for some fucking reason.
That's their guy. Yeah.
But it's just weird. It's just weird how it's like Murder by a Maniac is already kind of strange. That is an ugly shade of green. And the fact that there's like a painting of the Wolfman behind the Wolfman.
Yeah.
Like, what is even going on in this poster?
The framed painting in someone's house with like a drape over the side, and the woman's falling out of the painting.
Are those bats in the painting?
Yeah, those are bats. They're on like a stage or something. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, why is there a shadow of someone hanging? What the fuck?
That's what I mean. And then like there's a painted on shadow, which is clearly just like a rotoscope of the Wolfman and the woman just pasted behind them with like no opacity change. Like, none of this. I think this might be the worst poster so far. I'm just gonna say it.
Definitely is.
Of like the entirety of the fucking ones we've picked.
There's like a curtain hanging on the painting.
Yeah.
Too much of this doesn't make any fucking sense.
Too much.
Not for me. My favorite is probably the third one, but I think that's just because I know it the best.
Yeah.
I like the background with the trees.
I like the trees, but then I don't like the big blue void in like most of the poster. I wish they could.
I will say, I actually think the second one's pretty good. I like that shades of green going on, and then
I just noticed he is naked in the second one.
Yeah, like I said, they use that. That's the exact same lobby card photo, but they just they crop it in more.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do you think they put Lon Chaney in full body fur for these photos, or do you think they got a stuntman to look kind of like him? And
no, Jake. Unfortunately, it's the funniest thing. So they have Lon Chaney's head, and then they did a painting drawing of him naked. There is nobody that they pasted it over. It's just a painted on fur. It's the weirdest thing. I don't understand it at all.
I mean, I guess that's the cheapest, easiest way. You don't have to get Lon Chaney in a booth for 8 hours before your photo shoot.
Yeah, they just painted over a bunch of things. But I like I like how Maleva's like cooking on a pot and there's like steam coming out to reveal the Wolfman.
Yeah, similar energy to the Invisible Man posters there.
Yeah, not the biggest fan of the heads in the left-hand corner. And because this is the poster they use for the NECA black and white box, and I'll never unhear this thing that on Reddit someone was like, Wolfman's checking out dim titties.
Oh, he is.
Big time.
He's getting an eye full of those things, man.
That was me last night. It's worth noting that although it's a lobby card, the fourth poster I think is very bad, but it's very interesting, even though I don't like it.
I love this lobby card, man. I actually really love this lobby card.
I don't know. It's very like bold. It's a swing. It's a big swing where it's like we're gonna showcase all these separate like close up features of the Wolfman and like kind of what he is and what he does, and put them all around him while it looks like he's dancing with the woman, doing like one of those turns.
I think it's kind of cool right up until you get to his heart turns to ice, and it looks like something out of Dr. Seuss.
Oh yeah, they got the.
I didn't see that one.
I'm a big fan of this lobby card. I love the way the Wolfman turns from man to beast. I like that his fingers turn to claws, eyes grow wild.
God, it is actually like a. Sorry to interrupt you, Xander. It's actually like a Valentine's Day shaped fucking heart, like in the block of ice. It's not even like an aortic fucking medical. It's an actual emoji heart. Yeah, no, I don't like this poster.
Hair grows on his hands, teeth sharpen to fangs, his heart turns to ice. I like the ballroom thing. I think it's very dramatic and just like super melodramatic and just like very like of the time of like oh or something. I don't know. I like it. I dig it a lot. I think this looks really cool. In my opinion.
Ghost of Frankenstein?
Ghost of Frankenstein is next, baby. So we got a few different posters here. I think the overall word with these isn't bad. I would just say generic.
There's nothing really.
I actually
the second one's
really like them. I think the second one is the best. That is the main poster. Love the skull. That just looks really cool. I like the way the Frankenstein, the monster looks, like just like the shadows and stuff. You got him holding a woman in the corner there. That looks cool. And then like really deep in there, he's like in a graveyard. Or no, wait, I think that's. Well, it looks like him, but I think that's supposed to be Igor in the graveyard.
I will say, second one wins because it's the only one with it's the only one with a tagline that isn't saying, "Oh, all new thrills in this fourth movie in the series."
Yeah, stark terror and a spine-tingling experience. I like that. That's a good tagline. I'm digging that first one. I'm not gonna lie, I'm digging it. I like the drawing of the portrait of the monster. I like the pose Evelyn Ankers is hitting. She looks kind of cool. I don't know. Something about this is very striking, and it's catching my eye with that yellow.
First one I think is weak. I'm not really into it. I like the high contrast of like the green, but visually it just doesn't make any. It doesn't work for me. Second one's cool. Man. I like the second one. I think the second one's the best one of the three. And then the third one, I was going to say I didn't like it, but then I looked closer and I saw Igor is in the shadows over there and like he's about to fuck up those villagers' lives with the plot of the film. And so I'm thinking, I'm like, you know, I've turned around and I kind of like the third one, so I think I'm back in it.
Even though it's not in the movie, I kind of like that MC Escher ass looking castle in the poster.
All three of these are great, in my opinion. I'm really a big fan. The second one, the one with the skull, that one goes really hard. That one's my first favorite, followed by the first one with just like that green face, and then the third one. But they're all great, in my opinion. I like them all.
I would go 2, 3, 1. This is a collection, the first one so far that I first glanced at and did not like them, and then the longer I looked, I was like, actually, these are pretty good. These have merit. So yeah, that's how
something
I feel.
About, you know, I know Lon Chaney is kind of like divisive playing the Frankenstein monster, but something about his face with these like posters just really is very haunting and works so well, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. The next one here is Invisible Agent, which I think this poster is fucking awesome.
It's hilarious.
You can't take it literally because he's not a fucking kaiju swatting down planes like Kong, but like just the visuals of it as like an art piece where like this dude is gonna fight in this war, but he's also slightly crazy, and it's like a little. There's a lot going on.
It implies he's the villain.
It does imply he's the villain, but I kind of like that. I like the misdirect of like you watch the movie and you expect him to like be an evil, like every other Invisible Man has been evil so far, except I guess women, and now it's like actually he's gonna fight for the American army during World War II, which is really fun. Like it's just a great like premise for a movie, and the poster I think conveys it pretty well.
Yeah, I like it. It's cool. It's a good one. Only one, I couldn't find anything else. There was a lot of lobby cards, but I couldn't find any other posters. So this was one they didn't give a lot of.
This is going to be a quick discussion then, because there's only this one, but we all like it. So
yeah,
it's fine.
It's good.
The next one is The Mummy's Tomb, which
boy.
is
the worst mummy.
Yes, the best mummy movie. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Fight me in the crit.
Okay, this first poster, pretty good.
First poster,
really like that.
Extremely low resolution. This first poster is the perfect version of the Mummy's hand poster that I liked. This is actually an interesting way to do it, where it's got fire and everything going on.
Hell yeah. I love these taglines: eyes that crawl with madness, hands that creep like cobras.
Second one, also really like it. Same exact thing I said, where it's a better version of the hand poster. And the third one is kind of combining what I like about those other two posters. You know what? Terrible movie. Sorry, Xander. Great posters. Great posters all around.
I love the fire and stuff.
Yes, I love.
I do think it's funny that the second and the third one, dude is just shocked at us.
Yeah, I know. He's like, oh.
He's like, whoa, you're gonna watch this movie? What are you doing?
We were talking about how the tomb never shows up, but here we found the gravestone.
About time.
I love all these. These look really cool. First one is definitely my favorite because you get that full artwork of the mummy holding the woman, and that just looks so good. I don't know. I'm digging it. It looks really cool. Love the fire in the background.
Now we're going crazy. You guys ready to go crazy?
Hell yeah. I'm
Frankenstein
ready.
Meets the motherfucking Wolfman. So
Woo!
We'll start by talking about the third one. The third one is like the iconic one from that movie that everyone knows.
There, I found it. Yeah.
Yep. This poster goes unreasonably hard. If
It
I'm
really
discounting
does.
what the movie actually was, this poster is a fucking 11 out of 10. This is fucking awesome. I love it.
I also love that the font for each monster, like Frankenstein's got like these bolts and stuff, and then Wolfman is all hairy and stuff. I love that. It looks so cool.
I love how the Wolfman has like a Mr. Fantastic arm.
Yes. If you pay close attention, it does look kind of wonky.
Also, the Wolfman has like human hair on the poster.
Yes.
Oh yeah. It's iconic. It's really iconic. I mean, what can say? It's one of the best posters in my opinion. I am really digging the first poster here. I really love how the Wolfman's drawn. I like this little standoff. Although I don't know if this is a poster because I'm seeing like
this might be early art because it says he's going to play the dual role.
Oh wow,
yes,
yeah, that's interesting.
You're so right. Why would you even market that if you haven't actually made the movie yet? Like, come on. So
and then there's those bats again, which are Dracula's not in this movie, guys.
Nope, it's a motif with all of them, which is a pretty cool, interesting like carryover vision if they actually followed that through. But hey, whatever. Yeah. I'm not commenting on the quality of the movies, just the posters.
You get the Wolfman looming over a woman. You get Frankenstein's monster holding a woman.
Doing the mummy pose from all the sequels.
Yeah. It looks cool. And then we have a lobby card. Again,
lobby card, yep.
I couldn't find a lot for Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, unfortunately. I don't know. I found this lobby card to be interesting. Unearthly horror, blood-curdling terror. It just looked cool. But yeah, that third one, that's got to be one of the best posters of all time.
Yes, I'm saying that as well. I'm going to say that I think this will be my favorite poster of this entire episode.
I mean,
it's so good.
It has to be for you, Jake, because this poster, without it, you wouldn't have made the Devil's League because you were so pissed off that this started it all. So it has to be for you.
This is not even a spoiler because so much more than this happens, but I depict this scene in my book. I'll put the paragraphs on screen in which it happens. My character, who's standing in for Frankenstein, has no right hand in this moment, so he winds up a punch and then is like, "Oh fuck," and so it's a pretty good moment. But yeah, I wrote that book. Xander, you're totally right. In response to what I just needed at least one of those fucking movies to be. Just at least one. Just do it one time. That's it. That's all I ask. And
they do fight in the movie. I don't know what you're complaining about.
I don't know.
The fight they have in the don't get me off on. Oh, fucking start you fucking starting me on this.
No one here wants to get you off, dude.
Well, why not? It's really pleasurable. No, so I'll briefly touch on it, and I'll try not to get that animated. But like, the fight is like 2 minutes long, and it is majoritively a strangle competition. And the most interesting part is when Frankenstein yeets the Wolfman on that big device. I thought that was like a cool creative thing. Everything else is just, I'm gonna jump and strangle you. I'm gonna jump and strangle you. And it's
I like how the Wolfman pounces on him and like does this
cool.
and stuff. And
it's cool, but they keep reusing that move over and over again.
It was 1940s. What do you want?
The poster, they did it in the 1940s.
Oh my god.
Whatever.
Oh
man.
my god.
They didn't even do this.
It's not like we had kung fu choreography in movies back then.
Well, then don't market this. God damn it.
Oh my god. Oh,
their fault, not mine. They set the expectations.
I think I'm gonna say with you, Jake, that this is probably my favorite poster in the entire episode. This one's awesome.
It is very cool. To me,
cool.
it's second to that classic Mummy poster.
Yes, it's fucking dope. Love it. All right, moving on. You didn't do the Fan of the Operas. It's okay. It's kind of boring anyway. Son of Dracula. Here we go.
Oh, yes.
I know Xander loves this movie, and I'm kind of lukewarm on the movie in terms of like the Dracula canon. I would say I am also lukewarm on these posters. It's just Lon Chaney looking relatively normal, looking at someone. And that's it.
Also, these posters spoil the fuck out of the movie.
Yeah, they really do spoil the twist. Temptress of Terror, a vampire's bride with blood on her lips.
Yeah.
That's actually, say what you want, Jake. You have to admit, that's a really good tagline.
It's a good tagline. Yeah. It's a good tagline.
I just want to know why they keep tinting Lon Chaney Jr. green on these posters.
Yeah, I don't know what the obsession with that is. I kind of like this first one. I think that tagline really saves it for me, and that orange looks really cool. Second one, that's like the one that's kind of the main one. Although, like, if you go on like Movies Anywhere or stuff, you'll get just like a face of Lon Chaney going like, But this one, I don't know. It's mid. It's mid.
Not mid posters all around. So little to talk about too. I feel like we should just immediately move on.
Yeah.
Wait.
Third one I think is the weakest.
I actually like it. I like how she's just like, ooh.
There's some ironic entertainment value here, sure.
I'm digging it.
Invisible Man's Revenge is next. I have mixed feelings on this, the first poster. We make fun of the drawing thing, but in the first context, the first poster here, the drawing thing is supposed to be artistic, with like him being silhouetted out and everything around him being like heads and plot and stuff. Little plot, mostly just heads. But it's supposed to be artistically done, so I kind of give it a pass, but I still don't think it's an amazing poster.
I love that even though canonically you have to be naked for the invisible, they show the outline of a, suit jacket.
They do. In the second one, they got a hat. An invisible hat, are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That first one, I mean, it's the main poster, but it's pretty mid, I agree. This second one, though, I'm loving it. I love these footprints revealing, like, all the heads. I love this, like...
Oh, they're footprints. I like it better now. I was like, why are these weird blobs on screen?
Yeah, and then, it draws up into that main, like, okay, I know we're making fun of the outline and the hat, but I love how that looks with him holding a knife and a trail of terror, all new amazing thrills. I think this poster goes really hard. I'm calling it one of the best, honestly.
Now that you've pointed out the footprints that have the heads in them, I like it more, so I'll give it a soft pass here. I don't love either poster, but I think they're both serviceable.
The second one's better.
The Mummy's Ghost. Let's go over to the
boy
Mummy section. Okay.
Ooh. Ooh, one
right.
of the worst. The worst. No, wait. Second worst.
Best title
This tomb
design.
is-
I like the squiggly circular title. It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, the Ghost is the worst for me. Yeah, the squiggly's cool.
better
Nameless, fleshless, deathless. Those are cool lines, little taglines.
No chains on hold it. No chains can hold it, which is a sentence. No tomb.
No
conceal it.
tomb concealed.
No chains on hold it. What the hell am I talking about? Yeah, again.
I mean,
visually
it's all
interesting.
right.
It's all right. It's kind of how I felt about the fucking revenge posters. It's all right. It's okay. I like that they actually have the mummy, like, you know, doing something creepy at all, like with the hand.
Yeah.
It's like that's a common thing with these posters, where like the hand and like the big eyes and stuff.
I like how
Okay.
for some reason they have Lon Chaney with a mustache just randomly here.
Just hanging out. Yeah,
Oh,
wait, he's not
yeah.
even. Is he normal in the film at any point?
No,
No.
he's never normal in the film. He's
Okay,
just
that's
there.
That's a notably funny aspect.
Because the flashbacks, which this one doesn't even have, are all reused footage of Tom Tyler.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's why this one can't. This is why this one can't be the worst, because it has the least reused footage.
I like the first one because I like Carradine's pose at the bottom left with like the, you know, some evil shit going on. You know?
Oh yeah, the syringe.
The syringe. I don't know. The second one's kind of mid for me. The first one's interesting.
The first one, it's like a cloud. Is it coming
Yeah.
out of his butt?
It's coming out of his back. It's coming out of his back.
So
No, Bruce is onto something. Look at the trail.
Oh god. Oh come on, guys.
He farted the mummy out.
Oh, we're a higher class than this.
No, we're not.
Aside from how strange and mid these posters are, let's go on to the next significant event in the Universal Monsters lore here. Which
I
is,
call the second one better than the first one, but yeah. Okay, which one's next?
I agree. No, actually, I disagree. I think the first one's better. House of Frankenstein. Okay, so the first one is that big iconic poster, and then we got some variants as it goes on. I
far
really
down?
enjoy the first one. It's not as good as the Meets the Wolfman, which was like nuts, but this one's really cool. I think in this context, you gotta put yourself in the context of someone just seeing this for the first time. You know, you recognize Frankenstein, you recognize the Wolfman. You know, maybe Dracula is a new version of him, but it calls him Dracula. So for this moment, and plus the silhouette of the monster behind him, and you got all these characters in here, this is a really cool fucking way to sell your movie. So I really like what the poster did, you know.
Yeah, it is cool. It is funny to me that they count the Mad Doctor as a monster.
Well, you know, I mean, honestly, I'm gonna argue, yeah, the Mad Doctor is a good one just to have, because, like, you know, you always got to have that kind of mad, crazed doctor.
Mad Doctor's a great monster because he is the monster of the movie. Hunchback, just a woman or a dude with a fucking hunchback. That's it.
Well, they were trying to build off, you know, Hunchback from Notre Dame. They really went for it with that.
Right, I guess so. But no, I really like this first poster. Second one,
I do too. It's good. It's iconic.
they just list the monsters in the second one. They don't actually show anything, and it's just Frankenstein hanging out in the middle.
It is technically a lobby card.
Okay, sure.
I don't know. I like these, like the blockiness for all the names of the monsters. I know it's just Frankenstein kind of doing this, but I like how he's drawn. And again, that stark contrast of red and black, it's catching my eye. I think it looks cool. Obviously, it's a lobby card. It's not in the running, but it's cool.
Oh yeah, go on.
They're also selling it on the last 2 minutes of the movie.
Oh,
Yes, as per usual, just like Meets the Wolfman. The third poster is notable because it's deceptive. It's Frankenstein with Boris Karloff as the first build one, and it's got a big picture of Frankenstein. That's not who he is.
But it's Lon Chaney Frankenstein.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say.
That's
not going
who he
strange.
plays.
Which is hilarious.
Yep.
Wait, Glenn isn't even on this one.
He's not the poster.
He's
Yeah,
not-
Glenn is
he's
in fact
not-
the monster, but he's not on the list of names in the
Yeah.
Okay, here's the really funny part. A horror film suitable only for adults.
Yeah, definitely. If you watch that, you're like, oh, I can't possibly show a kid this.
blood chilling thrills as a blaster monster
Mass-
goes on a
Master Monster?
Master Blaster.
Yeah, Master
from
Monster
Thunderdome.
goes on a rampage. Got it. This is the weakest of all of them, in my opinion. It's really boring.
The fourth one isn't a real poster. The fourth one is more of a variant of the first poster, but I really like it. It's really good.
I love it.
It's
this
pretty
one looks cool.
Yeah.
Love how the heads kind of, like frame the monster. I love the way the monster looks. That castle in the background, pose the woman's hitting. I like it.
I know that your boy here is easily the most critical of the crossover movies, but I'm not knocking the marketing for them. They're really fucking good.
Oh yeah, they went with it.
Once again, Glenn Strange's name not on this poster.
Not on the poster. Now
they really wanted to trick people into thinking Boris played the monster.
That's my thing. That's why Lon Chaney dropped the Junior. They made him do that so that he could sell that way. But I think they're doing the same tactic here because they're putting the Frankenstein and Boris first.
I just checked. His name's not on the first one.
Oh wow! Damn, poor Glenn. Poor Glenn. I really like Glenn Strange as the monster.
House of Dracula isn't the next one, but I'm excited to see those because I want to see if Glenn Strange is now marketed that he's been in the first one at that point for an audience. Mummy's Curse is the next one.
All right.
All these
gotta scroll forever to get to it. There we go.
Here we go. There's only two.
Only two.
I like sorry, I'll say this. I like the first one. The second one is similar, but it's different art styles again, where one's a photo, one's a painting, one's a drawing, and I really like how the first one's consistent.
I actually like the second one more. Buried Fury, stalking to life from the depths of doom. Good tagline. I know it's all different art styles, but it gives that kind of weird kind of
Nightmare
vibe
fuel.
I keep talking about I liking. Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. I love how the Mummy's kind of depicted it. And then I like this thing in the lower right where it's just some girl going to a different astral plane as she watches the smoke bring up the Mummy's curse.
Yep.
I'm digging this one. This one's cool.
The sad girl who is not in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Doing that. They keep doing that.
I actually think the first one's really boring. I think the art style is just mid. I don't know, mid. Second one best.
They're both fine. They're not. None of them are among the best.
I fully agree with they're both fine,
true.
not among the best. House of Dracula, going right to the lion's throat here. Where the fuck is this poster?
Here
All right.
we go.
So the first one's obviously the most iconic. Then the second one's like a big tall boy. And the third one is... we'll talk about it. And the fourth one, okay, wow.
Okay.
Excellent marketing.
These posters go hard. Holy fuck.
All four of these are great.
Wow. Okay, let's just talk about this first one.
These are pretty rad.
I have to point out, they're crediting Glenn Strange on the first one.
There we go.
Yes, that's what I wanted to look for.
Our boy got it.
I mean, he's got the smallest possible name, but he's on there. He's on there.
He's on there.
better than not.
Love Carradine doing this. Pulling out the cape, love the way the font looks. It's iconic. I know we're doing floating heads, but they're all drawn and they all have this kind of green look. Love the way the Wolfman head is drawn. I think it looks really cool.
All new altogether is a tagline, and then the third one has the Devil's Own Brood, which was almost the title.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one.
Yeah, they really love that all new tagline on these.
Yeah,
all new terror, all scary. Give us your money.
Second poster, Lawn Boy. It's good. It's still pretty cool. I really love how in the lower you have Dracula stalking the woman.
Yes,
that's a really nice iconic pose.
The second one, the Long Boy, is a better version of the Long Boy for Frankenstein, the House of Frankenstein. I like
that's
this one better.
true.
It's got a lot going on. It's consistent
I have to
visually. The green filter, and then the heads are really prominent. And the Hunchback, I think visually, it's like what a wild ride this movie could be. You know,
this is a great shade of green in my opinion. This is a great monster green.
Yes.
Oh my god, I think this third one, it might be my favorite. I love this.
I don't like the color.
Good. It's good.
I love the color actually. I love how Dracula looks. John Carradine's looking great. The Devil's Own Brood. I mean, oh my god, that's cool. You got a Frankenstein monster on a table in the left hand corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one looks great. I love this one. You got the house up there. You want to talk about the Devil's Brood there for a second there, Jake?
Yep.
'Cause that's another part.
I'm not going to lie and say that Devil's League was not influenced by the original title for House of Frankenstein, The Devil's Brood. I was going to call it... I was going to call it Devil's Brood, but somebody did that already. So I was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're sort of contractually obligated to like this poster, Jake. It has the Devil's Brood there.
It's got it right there, yeah. Well, what I will say is that when I chose the Devil's League, I chose that in part because it is, if you Google it, my book shows up, nobody else's. Nothing else comes close.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm a unique search results on that one, baby. I'll take that.
Okay.
And we haven't talked about the last poster yet.
This one is a French one?
Yes.
This one's crazy. The Wolfman looks like melting, like depressed.
Again, I guess...
Bitch's character.
I'm not gonna lie, didn't realize this was a French. I was speed running towards the end. I just like grabbed it and I was like, "Oh, looks interesting." But I'll make an exception because this is fully drawn, and I like how it's drawn. And again,
it is an artistic interpretation of the marketing.
Yeah, and I love when Dracula's stalking a woman like this. That looks so cool.
Yeah, it looks really cool. And once again, even the French are crediting Glenn Strange this time.
That's true, yeah.
It is. This is the first time I'm going to say this, boys. It's hard for me to pick a favorite.
I
really
know.
like these. These are all great.
Yeah, they're all
okay. Well, I'll start it off. Third one is the best. Probably one of my favorites out of all of these. Out of all in general. Yeah, third one's the best. Followed closely by that iconic first one. And then I think I'm gonna give Lawn Boy to third, and then fourth, just because it's French, so it's technically a little slightly out of the running.
It sure is.
But they all go hard, and they're all close together in those rankings. They could all be number one.
I'll go 3, 1, 4, 2.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll go 1, 2, 4, 3. I don't like the third one as much. It's just it just clashes. And then freaking, what's his name? The Neiman, the scientist. His
Dr.
face is
Neiman.
So washed out. He has no contrast.
Neiman was Frankenstein.
Then Edelman is his name.
It's Edelman.
Edelman.
Yeah,
Edelman. Neiman's the first
the image
one,
of him, the Wolfman. They're so washed out, and then the background's higher contrast, and then the cape is purple. I don't. None of it works for me. None of it works. But I don't know. Everything else is heat. So yeah, I love.
Oh my
these
god,
posters.
I just realized the faces look so cool. The shadowing on Frankenstein's monster and stuff. Yeah, I like this one. This one's cool. Okay.
All right, the next one would be She-Wolf of London. Xander, how dare you not put this poster in there? I guess.
Fuck that film.
Oh, no.
I hate that movie. I'd rather watch Werewolf of London. Oh my god.
Now
we're approaching the end.
Up.
You shouldn't.
God, it's bad. It's bad, man.
We're approaching the end. Here we go. So here we go. It's basically this film and then the Creature trilogy. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein is the next one. So we have, I believe, 4. So the first one is the iconic one from the film. Second one, wow. Third one, and then fourth one. I don't know. I think the first one is solid. It conveys the comedic tone. The second one, I think, is just awful. I think a child made this one. Oh my god. That one's very bad. And then the third one, it's kind of a hybrid between the first and second one for me. It's kind of like it's conveying the tone well, but it's also again, it's like a cartoon drawing. And the fourth one, Dracula's hand is really throwing me here. I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
It's fourth one's French actually. Contre.
Yeah.
The third one. If you look at the bottom, it says MCA Home Videos. This is like a VHS release.
Okay. So that one's out of the running.
I'll just say this and move on. I only like the first one. I don't like the other ones.
I'm not really a big fan of the first one even. I like the fourth one because of how Wolfman's drawn, but it's out of the running because it's French, so I don't know. They're all kind of mid.
First one's my favorite, but if you look at this, the first monster credited is the Wolfman.
True.
That is true.
True.
Damn it. Okay. All right. Yeah. First one's the best. And then second,
I thought we'd talk more about this, but I guess there's not a whole lot here. It's just kind of...
There really wasn't. I
stupid.
wish I could talk about more, but
the second one is interesting, but it's not good.
Right.
It is interesting.
The next one, it's just the entire Creature trilogy. So we'll start at the top here with the Creature, first one.
I gotta go find it.
So the iconic one is the first one. Xander has like 5 for the first one.
I had to include. There's a Japanese one in here that won't be in the running, but I had to include it because it just looks so fucking cool.
Oh my god, that's fucking nuts. Although, again, you got to think about people seeing this for the first time. There's nothing to indicate that it isn't a kaiju based on just.
Yeah, I know, right?
And what's interesting is that this came out the same year as Godzilla, so that's a genre that didn't really exist yet.
So they're putting this out to capitalize on that and make the Japanese audience think this is just like that. And they go see it and they're like, this dude's like 6 feet tall. What the hell are you talking about?
Right. The other thing I'm not sure of is because all the text is in Japanese, so I don't know if this is for Creature in the Black Lagoon or if Creature's Revenge or Walks Among Us or anything.
It's notable
or if
anyway.
This is just some random
anyway.
Japanese one, yeah.
But yeah, the third and fourth are very similar. Actually,
third one is technically I'm gonna call that one a lobby card or
Probably.
like just a maybe an album cover. I know that first one's super iconic. I love it, but I'm not gonna lie, man. I love the fourth one so much. I love the colors. I love the cartoon stylized with the guy like going like this with it. I love how the creature looks. You get like them diving right here. I love that. Not suitable for children. I don't know, man. The colors really speak to me. Just the art style in general. It's really popping for me. I'm loving it.
Dude, I might be a basic bitch, but I love this first one. I think it's one of the best Universal Monster posters. It's so good.
It really is. I
that kind of encapsulates the whole movie where the creature is like kidnapping the woman and she's like kind of scared. That kind of is the plot. As opposed to a lot of these movies where, like, they'll put in the background there's a romance and a woman is dying maybe, you know, and maybe that's obscene. But, like, this is the movie. And I love in the background you see, like, the spear, the hunters are after
them. The divers after
this
I actually really like these 3, like, clips, even though they're kind of drawn from the movie on the bottom.
Right.
I think these look cool, too.
Yeah. This is a situation where it does work, you know, as opposed to the Wolfman one where it's just like, look at his teeth, look at his nails.
Yeah, fair.
Look at his ice cube heart.
This fourth one I really like. I don't know if it's a re-release or anything, but I think it's cool. Terrifying monster of the ages, raging with pent-up passions, with every man his mortal enemy, and a woman.
I don't like the color of the creature in the fourth one. He's like stone or silver.
Oh, I'm talking about the fifth one right now.
Oh.
The very last one.
Okay, yeah, no, he's appropriately colored in the fifth one.
It's a cool art style in the fifth one.
Yeah, the fifth one's cool. I like it.
Fifth might be my second favorite. I don't know if I can count the Japanese poster, man. It's just so out there. But
we can't. It's just to show off. I just thought it was cool.
It is fucking cool.
The fifth one I think is probably my second favorite. Then fourth, then third. Then I guess I'm not even counting the Japanese in the rankings, but like it's just its own. It's amusing, but it's just so out there.
I go 1, 3, 4, 5, and then the Japanese one is in its own class.
Yeah,
separate category.
4, 1, 5, and like Bruce said, Japanese is cool. I just really like all these ones, and you know, I know it's silvery in that fourth one, but it's a stylistic choice. Okay, right. Jake, get with the times, man. We're in the 50s, all right. It's time to go popping with color.
Understandable. Well, speaking of popping with the 50s, we have Revenge of the Creature, which is 1 poster and 2 lobby cards, apparently.
I, again, couldn't find much, so I just was like, well, lobby card.
That's fine. This is the poster from this movie.
Again,
I enjoy this poster. Thrill, shock, suspense.
Monster escapes, city flees in terror.
It's like a YouTube thumbnail with like words here, emojis. Amazing.
Right?
Click this.
I actually really love the Revenge of the Creature poster. I think it's super iconic. Looks super cool with the woman with the striking red dress, the chains.
What's really adding to it for me are the broken chains.
Yeah, it makes another one where he looks gigantic.
You got the city fleeing. Really, I just included the lobby cards because that first one's just really funny. Where he's like, "Oh,"
well, but it's like a Bond poster,
right?
Yep.
I included them just because I think it's funny how they were just dead set on showing this the creature holding this woman. Like, they're dead set. He can only hold this woman in all the advertising.
Yeah.
And for some reason, he's like holding her in a very unorthodox way.
Yeah, he's kind of like underhanding her, but also he's also like twice her size as depicted in the poster, which is in fact 10 times the size of a person. Again, this is more of an art thing. It's not like taking it literally or anything, but like just the vibes of the poster, and it kind of fits in the themes of the movie too, of him like breaking out and stuff. I really like this poster. It's really good.
I really like the third one.
The third one is like, hey guys, check me out. I got a bitch in my shoulder.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up, bye?
I like how in this first one, you have the scuba diver going like, oh god.
Oh shit.
While he's off in the
I have one small knife. I'll be totally fine.
But I like the third one, even though it's the most like, hey, did you know this movie is in 3D?
Hey guys, come see my new film. It's in 3D. I'm going to take this woman now.
Absolutely. Oh man, I like these old Universal monster posters for all these movies because some of them are great, some of them are like mid, and then some of them are just really fucking funny, like not intentional.
Yeah. It's great. It's really great.
Well, I'm summing up here because of course there's just one poster left, guys. It's the creature walks among us. Now this first poster of the three is the most iconic one. And this one, in the commentary, if you guys remember, I did, in fact, like, bring up the point of, like, he looks like he's taller than the Golden Gate Bridge, if, like, you're watching the film. And I brought that up as a point of, like, you don't know going into the movie if, like, they're going to do the 60s era thing, which is, it's 55, or 56, it's close to that era, where they're going to size him up and have him fight a big kaiju or something. So I thought that was a little, like, kind of questionable, like, them trying to, like, you know, be deceptive, like with Karloff's name next to the Glenn Strange monster. But on its own merits, it's really cool. I like the idea of the creature like fucking around the city now. I wish this movie was better. I wish this movie did more of what the poster implied, you know, with like him rampaging. But
yeah,
it's more of like the story of the movie did not live up to how cool the poster is.
It also implies that there's a giant dude.
Yeah, that's true. If he's sized up, so is he.
Yeah. Couple things to know. A City Screams in Terror. That's a good one. Terror stalks the city streets used twice. But one thing that all three of these posters are dead set on telling you is all new underwater thrills, which is the biggest lie because this movie takes place. There is no underwater scenes.
There's one. There's one.
Oh, there's one. But yeah, this implies the whole movie is. Second thing, forgive me if I'm wrong. Sorry, I'll let you talk in a minute, Jake.
No, you're good.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but why are they showing the Golden Gate Bridge? We never see the Golden Gate Bridge in that movie.
We see it once.
It's got to be one of the first.
We see it once.
Yeah, we see it.
Okay.
We see it once because they take the boat up to San Francisco and it goes under the bridge, I think.
Oh, okay, but he's not on it. I don't know.
Is this one of the first pieces of marketing to advertise chaos and disaster at the Golden Gate Bridge? Because that's a big thing with movies since 2000.
I think it came from Beneath the Sea. Might have been before this.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Which is the famous one of like the octopus grappling the Golden Gate Bridge.
Right. You're right. All right. So this is just carrying that on. I will say the third one, it looks like somebody painted his nails and gave him lipstick. Do not enjoy that at all.
He looks like he has lipstick on the original poster too.
He does. Yeah, that's just a design choice there.
Yeah. Love that big clawed foot. Love how the artists draw him in a much more cooler way than how he actually looks in the movie, which looks so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But they remember to put pants on him.
Yeah, I know, right?
Pants.
The pants work.
Xander, by that same token, I hate how they put him in the second one where he's the half-human version. You know, even though that is a big part of the movie, I don't think it's a selling point.
I hate that one so bad. Love the little scientist going like, "Get back!" and he has the syringe.
Yep. Get back, you giant fiend.
I think I'll go 3, 1, 2. But 2 might not even count because it looks like it might be a lobby card.
I mean, there's so little, we may as well count it.
Yeah. I go 1, 3, 2.
I am the same as Bruce. I go 1, 3, 2. And boys, I believe that would be the end. I just saw your She-Wolf of London.
I want to pitch an idea. We do this concept again, but with the remakes.
Bruce?
Oh, yeah, of
that's
course.
literally what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there they
I
are.
only upload 10 images at a time, so there's all 14 or 15. So we'll go fast because, we've been going for quite some time now, and everyone's more familiar with these movies anyway.
Yeah.
First one up, Dracula 1979.
It's okay.
This was subtitled A Love Story, which is why the marketing is so, sultry, but does not work for me. I hate the perm. Dracula does not have a fucking perm, does not work at all. And Langella looking beyond the woman that he's supposed to be having sex with at you, as if he would rather have sex with you, the audience. So everything about this is terrible.
Yeah, it's mid. It's mid.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Mummy, 1999. This poster is really good. I like the it's showcasing the actors and some of the big spectacle action in the background.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I prefer.
I like how Brendan Fraser's just holding a rope.
Yeah.
Yep. Reasons untold. Just he's got to hold a rope in the marketing.
I slightly prefer the teaser poster where it's just the sand face, but this is still good.
Right. The teaser was that's the more iconic one. Mummy Returns. I don't
good.
like how the mummy,
Oh boy.
the titular character,
Here we go,
is
the collection of heads.
fucking 2 inches tall. It's like the smallest part. He's not even in the fucking poster basically. And The Rock is even bigger, and he's got this scowl. So I hate the Mummy Returns poster.
And he's on the poster twice.
He gets it twice. Yeah.
Oh my god, he is in the poster twice. I didn't even realize that.
And not even in his
bonus
Mr.
points
form.
though.
Yeah.
Bonus points though for a knocks in the mood. Not gonna elaborate why.
Scorpion King poster, same scowl, more scowly. It's not the worst poster ever. It's got it's got an army in there.
It makes it
big
look
light castle.
It makes the movie look more epic than it is.
I
that's
don't
what
know why you guys keep trying to push this as a Universal monster film.
It's a direct sequel or a spin-off to Mummy Returns. Xander, this is a spin-off to a sequel to a remake of The Mummy, so I don't know what the confusion here is.
It has to at least count a little bit.
I don't count it. But you know what, Jake? You gave me a better Scorpion King, man.
Thank you.
I don't know.
God, I hope I did. If I gave you a worse one, I think I'd fucking kill myself.
Although you went really weird with I won't spoil it, but you went a little outlandish with the whole thing with what it ends up being.
Yes, I enjoy a good outlandish poster. What can I say? Speaking of Van Helsing, I know I'm very biased here, but this poster
Love
is
it.
Beautiful.
Cool poster.
Love it.
Fucking
Love
perfect.
it. Iconic, classic, looks really great.
Yeah.
Peak early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
You
Everyone's
see all the
on
monsters.
it. It showcases all the big stuff. It's got the castle, the moon. Oh man,
Love that tint of green.
This you could swap this out with that old art style of the Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi and stuff, and put the actors in big terror titles. This could just be one of the 40s Universal monster crossover films,
especially the way the monsters just feel kind of thrown in there.
I'd love it in every way. Mummy 3.
Bad.
I pointed this out in the review, but it looks like he's about to decapitate Jet Li in this moment.
Right?
I don't it doesn't. For me, it doesn't jive.
It looks like it's Brendan Fraser as a ninja, and he's going to chop Jet Li's head off.
Right.
Love
which
it.
is kind of the direction the movie kind of tried to go towards the third act there, which didn't really make much sense. I don't know. I like the sand face in the middle. I got mixed feelings on the poster on this one.
I don't like it.
I could use more. I wish I saw more of the army. It's there's 2 dudes I can see in the background there.
It's mid.
It's mid.
I'm not a big fan.
Wolfman, Xander, how do you feel?
Cool.
Love it. It looks cool. Love the black and white. It's imposing. I like it. I like it a lot.
It is simplicity.
There is another one that I like more. It's one where big full moon in the background.
I know what you're talking about.
Silhouette of him holding. I think that looks so cool.
I think you're right. I like the other one. I only got this one. It was the first default one, but I do really like.
This one's cool too.
This one's really cool. It's really subtle. I like that a lot. Dracula Untold, feelings on the movie aside, is a badass fucking poster.
It does. It goes so hard. The bat's turning into the cape. Ugh.
I love that. It's like a thing in the movie that actually happened.
It is cool, and it doesn't look like it's overly photoshopped.
Right. It looks simplistic enough, but interesting. The background of the castle and stuff. I love it. The poster itself
It's
is great.
Yeah, it's a great poster. I like that you can see a little bit of the red on his costume.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I like
Great
it.
stuff. Tom Cruise is the Mummy. Now, look.
It's a bad
Look.
poster, but it perfectly represents the movie.
It's not, for what it is, it's not even that bad of a poster. Like, yeah, the city's blowing up, big sand everywhere, evil double eyes. I think it does enough to pique someone's interest. It's like mid, I would say. Nothing creative is really happening here, though.
I would say it's
Yeah.
not a very good poster, but the fact that Tom Cruise is crowding the mummy out of the poster fits the movie perfectly.
I'm more important.
True.
Oh my god. Yeah, cover the M and the Y. What do you want at Subway? The All right, the next one is unfortunate because I fucking love this movie. It's one of my favorite Universal monster films. The Invisible Man remake. The handprint is not on the film. It was going to be in the film. They cut it out. I love the handprint in the shower so much.
I like this poster. Feelings about my movie aside, it looks cool. I like it.
I like the font, how it becomes thinner.
Yeah,
the font's good.
I like this one, but I prefer the first poster they did where it's just her with like a black space behind her.
Yeah, I like that one too. But I think I kind of like this one better because the shower, just because in the context, I've seen the trailer for it, so I don't know if that matters at this point in the film, but like the handprint coming on into the shower is like such a cool moment. So this poster's building off that, and for me, I was like, that's so fucking cool.
It builds intrigue. It does.
It does.
That.
Renfield's simple, effective.
It's
Love
fine.
it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Promises more than what the trash film was, but
I don't hate them. It's a good movie.
It's
Xander,
a good movie.
Damn it.
It's
But
fine.
all right. Aside from
all I'll say is that I'll throw is that in the coming months you'll see my hat in the ring of how I would have wanted a Renfield.
Yes,
film.
you will. You certainly will. I'm excited for that. Demeter, great poster.
I love it. It's so
Great
cool.
poster. And I like this movie more than most people did. I actually really like this movie.
It's a good movie.
I love Last Voyage of the Demeter. It's one of my favorites. I love that Dracula looks like he's a part of the ship, like a gargoyle almost.
Yes.
I
was just thinking
it's
that.
good.
I was just thinking how cool that was. And the Demeter,
good
like
one.
the logo on the side of the ship, is just fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Yep, beautiful. Abigail.
Abigail.
I missed the Demeter poster. I mean, it's good. I like the blood spatter implying, it's basically the tone of the movie is set here.
Yeah.
It's effective, but it's a little too simplistic for me to be like, wow, it's an amazing poster.
It's fine.
you know?
It's good. It's
No.
It's all right.
It's all right.
I like it. Only downside is it spoils the premise.
So does all of the marketing. Yeah.
That's true. I love how the 2-2 just like kind of encapsulates in the circle. I like that part. It looks
Right.
cool.
And finally, Wolfman.
Boring.
This poster's
think
no
it's
fucking
boring.
monster.
I think it's good. I think
So
it sells
boring.
what the movie is.
The moon is particularly low in the sky. The lighting should be hitting them from like higher up. I don't like the poster. I'll just be
Well,
honest.
I mean, how they should have marketed it is they should just put Anthony Hopkins' Wolfman in the poster, like Jake.
Oh
did.
yeah.
That's the correct way to do it, baby. That's how you do it.
The other one where the little girl's eyes are making a W looks better, even though I still think that's
Yes.
stupid.
That's still, that's better, but it's not the greatest. Marketing posters for Wolfman never really jumped out at me.
It never occurred to me she was making a W with her fingers, but that was a good poster. I liked it.
Was that intentional? I didn't think about that. That was really cool. Highlights for me: Frankenstein meets the Wolfman is one of the best posters. Actually, all the crossovers have really interesting posters for the most part. There's a few posters that are laughably bad. That one Wolfman poster with the sword going through the word murder.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
That was easily the worst one of the whole series. I don't know what that was. But most of the posters, much like modern day posters, are just okay. They're just heads, names, words like terror and scream and I don't know. Nothing really creative going on. So what are your favorite and leasts?
Frankenstein meets the Wolfman one.
Yeah.
Again, the crossovers. Really love that House of Dracula one.
Mm-hmm.
Least favorite, it's probably some of these mummy ones. The most notable, besides that badass creature one, just the most notable one that I just find fucking hilarious is just the Invisible Man Returns, where he just has the Glock on the guy.
Yes.
Notable.
Notable.
That's a good category. Best, worst, notable.
My best is that classic Mummy It Comes to Life poster. It's really hard to beat that.
Yeah.
Worst,
That's fair.
worst is that's tough because some of these were bad. I might have to go with that Rampage of a Maniac Wolfman poster with the sword. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, yeah, that one's got to be the worst.
There's no way
Yeah,
that's not
okay.
like if that's official Universal. That's wow. Thank you guys for joining us on this episode, and we will see you next time for a completely different topic, but hopefully more news than is currently available right now for this subject. So
Hopefully.
Maybe we'll get some news about that Mummy movie.
And if we didn't have a trailer for Cold Embrace now, we're gonna next episode. I'm putting you to the fucking fire in this one.
We definitely will. We definitely will, because I will be done with editing. If not in the couple weeks, by the end of July, I should be done. I will kill, or I will deck myself, because I pride myself as a really good editor. So I will deck myself if I'm not done by July.
Hell yeah, sounds perfect. All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
You guys. Didn't
Where's
say
your sense of
things.
adventure?
Yeah. Bruce, you didn't say your thing.
Bruce forgot it. Oh my God, look at Bruce. He forgot to record it.
Oh my God, this guy can't even say anything correctly. Jesus Christ.
I bet Bruce, did you stop recording because you had a look on your face like, damn it.